Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanMuscle.com. Today we're taking a quick look at and installing the MP Concepts rear window louvers in the matte black finish, available for the 2015 and newer Mustang Fastback. You should be checking this out if you're a Fastback S550 owner and you're looking to get a retro styling for your S550, but with a modern twist. This, in my opinion, is a very unique take on something we've seen for generations in the Mustang pony family. The rear window louvers have been around since the 60s, and this one here with its jagged edges and a very unique shape and design is a nice reminder of what we saw in the 60s, but here on our new Fastback. This has an injection molded ABS construction with a textured black finish. Now the textured matte black finish I think is one of my preferred designs and styles for the rear window louvers. Some of them are aluminum in construction, which I think tends to do a little bit more rattling on the rear windshield, as you'll see with some of the comments out there in the market. But you're also going to get this nice texture finish, which I think adds a whole other layer of design to it. This is also a one-piece design. Some of the other options out there have a three-piece that you have to bolt together before putting on your windshield, which I think just adds a little bit more work than is necessary. The one-piece design basically means it goes on in one piece with very simple to install brackets. There are 9 brackets around the entire perimeter using 3M automotive bonding tape to make sure it gets stuck to your windshield pretty nicely. And what is really the big kicker there is you want to make sure you're doing a great cleaning job of both the rear windshield and of the brackets before applying 3M. That is crucial to the process to make sure this sticks on well and sticks on for the long term. Now, in addition to that being a one-piece lift-off design, you can unbolt using a very small ratchet or a very small wrench. You can unbolt the brackets and pull the louvers off with the brackets still sticking to the windshield in order to get a proper clean underneath of it. So if you're taking it to the car wash and it's not doing the trick, you can pop these things off, get a good cleaning of the windshield, pop it right back on, and it looks like you never lifted them off. Really good one-piece design in my opinion. The price tag for this one's coming in just over the $200 mark, around 230 bucks, and the install is going to get 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. As far as hand tools, very simple stuff, guys. Alcohol wipes are provided in the kit. Soap and water mixture can also be recommended to clean off the windshield, but it's not always required. It depends on how dirty that thing is. The alcohol wipes can do the trick. Adhesion promoter is also in the kit. We're not using adhesion promoter for this video because we are taking it right off after the fact, but for the guys who want to make it a more permanent solution, you want to make sure you're using that so at highway speeds it's not coming off. Also, it's worth noting, MP Concepts heard some of the guys' complaints. The one thing that they did see was rattling, but they include now foam blocks with 3M tape that you can stick underneath of each of the slats, completely inconspicuous, you cannot see them, and it 100% eliminates any rattling you might get at higher speeds on the highway. With all that said, guys, we're gonna show you guys every step of the process. It took me about an hour from start to finish. What do you say we get started? Tools used in this install include a microfiber, adhesion promoter, alcohol wipes included in the kit, and optional is a soap and water mixture in a squirt bottle. All right guys, now the first step, we're actually gonna take our louver, place it on our table upside down. We want access to the pre-drilled holes all around the edges. It also comes with these brackets. Now the brackets have a very small nut loosely threaded on. What you're basically going to do is unscrew that nut and we're gonna install it into those holes. From there, we're gonna take the 3M strips, pre-cut, and lay them on the back. But first things first, let's install the brackets all the way around. Basically taking that bracket and the stud, putting it through from the inside, and you're going to loosely thread that nut on top. Just like we did with that first one, we're going to repeat for all 9 brackets. Now that you have all the brackets in place, before we put our 3M tape on, we're going to take one of the alcohol wipe prep pads included in the kit and just give each one a quick wipe down. We want to make sure the 3M gets a good bonding with not only the windshield on our S550, but also the back of the brackets. Just a quick hit with the alcohol wipe. Now you can take your pre-cut 3M, peel off the white backing, and you're going to apply it to the back of the bracket. Make sure you're pushing down firmly, get it nice and stuck. Repeat for all of them. At this point, guys, what you're gonna do is peel off the backing of the 3M. Now, as you can see, we've got some already taken off, and we've got a couple more started. It's a pretty tedious process if you don't have fingernails like me. What you're basically gonna do is just pull off the backing, and then we're gonna start to clean off our windshield. At this point, you wanna grab the alcohol wipes in the kit as well. There's a couple of them. And we're basically going to clean off the edges of our windshield. This is, again, one of the more important parts of the process. You want to make sure that the windshield doesn't have any dirt or dust on it. Ours is pretty dirty, so it might take a few passes. We want to make sure the 3M gets a good bond. Now, these wipes do come out pretty wet, so you want to make sure you're giving it time to dry off before you continue. And if it's really bad, soap and water can also work, but once you hit it with soap and water, you're gonna wanna hit it with the alcohol again to make sure it's really, really clean. At this point, guys, grab your louvers, straighten out your brackets. We're basically going to set it up into place, lining it up where we want it. Before you press down, you wanna go around all the edges, make sure it's seated properly. All right, once you like your spot, press down on the brackets to get them to adhere with the windshield. MP Concepts provide you with some foam padding with 3M on the bottom, essentially with the purpose of putting it tucked underneath each of the slats to prevent any rattling on the windshield. At this point, if you're cruising at highway speeds, you can see how that would happen essentially. What we're gonna do is peel off the 3M, go up underneath a little bit farther up, and press down so that it adheres to the inside of the louver slat. Now, it's something you can't see, so we can't see that at all, but now it wouldn't make that rattle. So do that for each one of the slats. That's gonna wrap up my quick overview and install for the MP Concepts rear window louvers, available in the matte black finish for the 15 and newer Fastback. You can pick your louvers up right here at AmericanMuscle.com.